Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. All right. All right, guys, that's it. We're screwed. We're all going to die. All right, guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So let's go ahead and talk about the doom, the gloom. We're all dying. We're all going to die. Yes, we are all going to die one day. How we die is going to be really dependent on what comes our way. All right, guys, as preppers, we try to prepare for as many different events. All right, we've got a lot of things in the headlines we need to discuss, or at least give my thoughts on it. Doesn't mean I'm correct, it just means that I'm looking at it and looking at our preparedness level and what we can do. Never be fearful of news and headlines, ever. You know, I use a lot of great YouTube channels to get hold of information that I just don't have time to go search for. I don't. Between now my work schedule and also YouTube here, I don't have time to go find these things. What I do is I utilize other people, see what they're talking about, then I go research their stories and go see if they have anything pertaining to me. Okay, a lot of great channels out there, guys. I want to go special shout out to Marfugo TV, Marfugo News. I've been using them for a very long time for news source, and I've actually built a great relationship with Adam and Dex there, and also their mods, excellent mods there. People like Canadian Prepper that's able to bring information I can actually look at, follow up, and make my decision on my preparedness level. Same with Brad over there, Full Spectrum Survival. I've known him for a very long time, been a subscriber over there for a very long time. He brings information, then I can process it when I have time. Busy work schedule, things like that, guys, we all go through it. But it gives me the opportunity to actually get hold of the information and make my decision. So let's go ahead and talk about some things. First off, Russia. Oh yeah, good old Russia. Reports are coming in that Russia invaded NATO airspace. I believe they shot claims of shooting cruise missiles from the Black Sea over Romania and attacking Ukraine. Shooting anything over Romania would be a breach in NATO airspace. Now, with that headline, it should have been popping up there for you guys. You know, I'm thinking, oh shit, this is all they need. Well, still digging around on this. Last I heard, Romania is saying it never entered their airspace. So, take that with a grain, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a thing I'm fixing to bring in here. We're being misled so much. Not with just that conflict, but everything. Question it all. Next up, guys, new information on the Nord Stream 2. Remember the narrative, Russia sabotaged it. And that's the narrative push. Now things are coming into light. A particular report should be popped up there for you. Is now saying that the United States sent special operations to blow that up, to sabotage it. Is that true? Is it not true? I don't know. The whole thing with Russia and Ukraine. Is there a war there? Yes. Are we being told everything about that war? No. And I know someone's going to say, well, due to security reasons, they can't tell you. No, we're being misled, in my belief and opinion, on this whole war. War's bad either way. Personally, I don't think Russia needs to be in there. I understand why Russia's ticked off, according to their narrative, about missiles being placed there by NATO if Ukraine became NATO. Guys, I don't know. The whole thing, this whole freaking thing is nothing but being misled. Because, you know, we can obviously trust our governments. You know, we had the Chinese spy balloon flying overhead. You know, I was like, knock that sucker out of the air. They should have been able to identify that thing before it even came over Alaska, dropping Canada, and back into the United States. Odds are, yeah, they knew it was coming. I really hope that our country is not that wide open. If it is, and we can't track these things, that ain't good. Now, I want to direct you to a channel, Green Greg's. I believe he's former NASA. Also, he has experience on building these balloons. He's got a lot of smart. I've been watching for a very long time. He's got some thoughts and things to say about those balloons. Should be a video that had popped up there for you guys. I recommend going over and check that out. Then the headlines, I believe it was yesterday. Alaska, U.S. knocks out unidentified object out of the sky, 40,000 feet in the air. But it's the size of a car. It's not the size of the Chinese spy balloon that went all the way across the country. You know, I did a community post. My concern is, you know, drones. But I don't know enough about balloons, research balloons or anything like that. That's not my field. I'm a welder by trade. I bang on steel. I cuss, race cane. You know, that's me. That's what I do. This here, guys, I feel like it's, look over there while we do this over here. Again, I don't know. Our government's not going to tell us squat. You know, we also have this new updated virus that's coming out. You know, it jumped from poultry. You know, last I saw was swans. You know, kind of funny swans, you know, black swan events. Jumped from swans to foxes. Yeah, it broke the barrier between bird and mammal, fowl and mammal. Is that something we all need to be concerned about, screaming about? Oh my God, we're all going to lockdowns? No, but as preppers, we still prepare and keep stocks accordingly just in case. Guys, if this does blow into another lockdown like the whole ordeal, yeah, that's code. Make sure your finances are set in place. That's going to be my first thing. That was the biggest thing that we ran into during the shutdown here. That's what we ran into personally when all our jobs got shut down. They didn't give a crap about us. They don't. In my opinion, it was to shut down small businesses in America. Just my thoughts. Force a arm Jabberwocky. Yeah, I know. Got to talk around things. Got to tiptoe. The reason I do is because if I don't, the platform likes to grab my channel and suppress it. Well, we got a lot of people here that actually come to this channel for my thoughts and advice. I want to be able to reach them. So you can read between the lines. Make sure you got your finances took care of. All right? Because bills kept coming in during the shutdown. Car insurance, life insurance, all that stuff. All that stuff kept on coming in. Make sure you have finances put back. Make sure you have food put back. Do I think that they'll shut everything down? At this time, no. But as a prepper, we look at all threats and prep accordingly. Right? You stockpile your food. Water filtration, alternative power, financial. You just prepared for it. That's why we're preppers. We're prepared. We're not reactionists. There's a whole group of millions of people that are reactionists. We're not. We prepare now for the dangers of tomorrow. So there's nothing to freak out about. Does a threat of shutting down again really concern me? You know, it does if it happens. Like the first one was a dry run. Well, it wasn't a dry run. They actually just shut down everything, didn't they? But according to commenters on YouTube, they'll never shut down America. Well, they shut down the whole world. Now, more doom and gloom. The United States did fire off one of their test missiles, one of their, I believe it was an ICBM. Yeah, that was a scheduled testing. Everyone's worried that China's going to respond. I don't think China's going to do squat about it. Fact is, guys, the world has changed. But technically, it's all the same, isn't it? It's always been that way. But we're seeing more and more of a drum up of a global conflict. Is it going to be bad if that happens? Yeah. Try to prepare your family as much as possible. If you got family that are not preppers, you prep for them. That's what we've done. Does it take time? Yes, it does. I get asked all the time, well, when is all this going to happen? Hell if I know. I prep so when the unforeseen happens, I don't have to freak out, or I'm not going, oh shit, I wish I had some stuff. I've been in that situation before in my life. It doesn't feel good. Make sure you and your family are prepared for threats that come. Now, I've talked about this many of times on this channel. Having your supplies usually work hand in hand with whatever scenario is coming at you. Water filtration, water storage, food, way of cooking food, medical. Those are the basic hygiene. I mean, it's basic stuff. The hard part is staying active on it. Now, there are preppers that just buy the long-term food storage. That's cool. They stick it in a closet somewhere and they forget about it. That's great. You know, it'll keep you alive in certain scenarios. But, you know, guys, we even talk about training your body. What if you got people coming to your house? They're not just going to sit there and knock on the door and let you fire upon them without firing back. We should always be prepared, always be training, always be ready. Now, am I saying you got to live and breathe prepping 24/7 like we do? No. No, some people, they get burnt out. I don't get burnt out. I get exhausted because I put my body through so much, but that's okay. My family depends on me. All right, just like I'm back into welding again. My family needed me to take a step back from here, not put as many hours as I usually do here, and go back to what I love doing. I love welding. It's hard on me. I'm getting old, but I still love doing it. Gives me a sense of accomplishment. Something nobody could ever take away from me. So I'm damn good at it. But I knew there was a financial need in my family, my household. So, took a step back. Back to burning rod. Back to running flux. Dragging that suitcase around. In case you guys don't know what a suitcase is, it's a MIG box. We call it a suitcase. It's rough. But I'm a rough man. I love it. Guys, please, take all these threats seriously, but never freak out. You take those threats seriously by preparing for your family. All right? You don't have to go and, all right, there's a prop right there. You don't have to go and buy our affiliate stuff to be prepared. I have covered this so many damn times on this channel. No more rotational stock of food. That's your canned goods and dry goods. Get that stuff stocked up. Seal it up appropriately. Make sure it is safe in a secure location. Water filtration. If you don't have room to store water, make sure you buy a whole bunch of 5-gallon buckets with lids on them. That way you can always collect water and filter that out as well, because the water filter is smaller, takes up less room than storing a whole bunch of water. I do recommend having some water on hand. Of course I do. Guys, just be ready for what's coming. All right? Definitely appreciate you hanging out with me. I just wanted to get this out there for you because I get bombarded with emails all the time. Did you see this? Did you see that? Most of the time I haven't had time. So when I get these emails, and by the way, I do appreciate those emails, but I also see and hear in the text these people freaking out. Never be scared. If you're prepping, you should never be scared. You're prepared for what's coming. If a global conflict was to happen between the United States, Russia, China, Iran, Iraq, whoever, what you can do is protect your family and provide for your family. All right, give yourself a smaller world to look at. That's what you can control. I cannot control China. I cannot control Russia. I cannot control the potato head in the office. What I can control is the safety and security of my family. And so can you. All right, guys. Speak to y'all later.